Alright guys, so today's video is going to be some fire. We have a ton of information to discuss here. I mean, I'm going to dissect absolutely everything. So we got a new character, possibly characters, and I'll explain what I mean in just one bit. We also got a brand new game mode called Tournament of Power game mode, which is completely different to how Legends plays, and I'm going to explain just how it plays in this video as well. We got a revamp to UST rushes where they took out the crystals from there and decided to make it easier to Zenkai your characters. And they specifically said don't worry about the crystals because they're going to place it somewhere else, but I'll go over everything in this video as well. We also going to get a brand new event that gives us 1,000 crystals and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, they announced a brand new character that they haven't announced specifically what it is, but they announced that everybody who's logged in for 1,000 days will get a brand new character specifically designed for the 1,000 day celebration. So I'll also discuss what I think that might be. So yeah guys, if you enjoyed the video anytime throughout, a thumbs up would always be greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys are not subscribed, welcome to my channel. I pretty much cover here everything Dragon Ball Legends daily. But yeah guys, let's not waste any time at all. We are going to start off with the brand new character, which is the BROLY, the Super Saiyan BROLY before he actually turns buff. It's funny because I actually called him skinny, but somebody's like, he's not skinny, he's buff. I mean, yeah, it's true, he's pretty ripped, but compared to how he originally is, he's kind of skinny. But yeah, technically he's not skinny. But anyways, guys, let's just really quick watch the gameplay and then dissect everything from here. I mean, I'm going to go into grave detail. So yeah, I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to play the video and then we'll just go from there. All right, so the sound was off. The sound was off. Let me just do this again. There you go. All right, so there we go. That's the gameplay specifically for him. But now we're gonna go into his what he does, right? So they also announced kind of what he does. So let's do that right now. Let's come here for 1 second. Just give me 1 second, guys. Let me just pull it up what he does. And of course, I didn't pull it up. Anyways, yeah. Before we get into this, so pretty much all it is he what's really good about this character is that his Z ability is going to be the first character ever to buff HP for powerful opponent. Now this is huge, guys. This is huge just because powerful opponent is such a broad tag. There's so many characters. I want to say over 50 characters that actually have the powerful opponent tag. I mean, every big bad villain for the most part, right? 90% of the big bad villains do have the powerful opponent tag. And for the HP buffer, now I know it's probably not going to be anything crazy like a green Mai for future, which is 25%. It's probably gonna be like 18% or something like that because, like I said, powerful opponent is so broad. Now he does also have cover change, and cover change pretty much for only strike attacks. So pretty much, I'm trying to pull it up here, but for some reason it didn't pull up on my end. But yeah, he does have strike cover change, and as well as he gains pretty much buffs for every strike card he uses. So this character actually seems quite promising. He does come out tonight. So he does come out tonight. Now, he should be coming out alongside another character. I'm assuming maybe Demon King Piccolo. Maybe. Like I said, I will have some leaks out for you guys tonight, just in a few hours before the actual update. So make sure you guys turn on post notifications to see when that goes live. But yeah, I'm quite excited for this character. I foresee this character being quite good. Now, I don't know what kind of banner this is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be an all-star banner. So we'll just have to wait and see till tonight because I'm assuming this comes out tonight. Also, guys, we are getting a brand new game mode, like I said. But before we get to the brand new game mode, I just really want to quick touch on this. We are also getting a brand new champions bonus, which is the 1,000 crystals instead of the original 500 that we get. The original 500 that we get, we're like Tosh specifically said, we're only getting 1,000 crystals because it is the 1,000 day celebration. He's like, maybe when the 2,000 day celebration comes out, we'll get 2,000 crystals. But that's just a funny thing I thought he said. But yeah, so we're getting that as well. Like I said, the UST revamp. So Ultra Space Time Rush gets an update. It's called Zenkai Ultra Space Time Rush, which is hilarious because it's a Zenkai right there. As part of the anniversary campaign now. This specifically, they said they're going to take out the crystals from this. It's going to pretty much play out the same way. They are going to take out the crystals from this. They're going to add some stuff into it, like an easier way to Zenkai your character. So, but he specifically also said, don't worry about the crystals because we're going to be putting it somewhere else. So we'll discuss that in a little bit. So yeah, that's actually really cool. I do like how Zenkai's I actually prefer, instead of 500 crystals, if they add those 500 crystals somewhere so we can grind them somewhere else, which I'll definitely keep you guys covered here. But yeah, it's pretty cool too. I do like that. Now, time to get into some grave detail, guys. So yeah, let's just slowly dissect everything we have here. Now, we have a brand new game mode that comes out springtime. Let me make that clear. They just announced it. It's called the Tournament of Power game mode. Now, this game mode is the opposite of the current PvP or anything we have in Dragon Ball Legends. To clarify, this game mode is more of a strategy game mode for the most part, and it is not a battle game mode. So it's strictly a PvE game mode, to make that very clear. So we're going to read everything out, and I'm going to make sure I clear out some things for you guys. So some of you guys might be confused. I am, for one, quite excited for this, especially because I'm going to get to this in a little bit, but we can get just about 1,000 crystals depending on where you rank. They said it's very similar to PvP ranking systems in terms of just ranking reward systems. I'm sorry. So yeah, there's a lot here, guys. So let's just not waste any time. So all right. So the new Tournament Power game mode, pretty much you guys see here to the left hand side where my mouse is, with a whole bunch of shallots. There's going to be pretty much a row of, oh my bad, to the right hand side. So there's gonna be a row of 9 characters where we can place 9 characters of our choosings, right? So let's read this out. Check out the layout bonus for each battle space before fighting. Picking characters based on the layout for each battle space is key. So like I said, there's 9 slots right here to the right hand side where you see these characters here. Now, these 9 slots is basically how you strategize and place your characters. So technically speaking, if you were to place a character all the way to the top left corner, that character might get some specific HP buff, as opposed to the to the one to the right that might get a strike buff or damage buff, right? So it's basically placements, right? It's basically placements, and it's a turn-based system game mode. So we're gonna go into more details. I know it sounds confusing at first, but we'll break it down. So right here it says select which squares to move on the map screen. Battle your way through the end. So what you see here, this little image to the left hand side, it looks quite confusing right now, and it is quite confusing right now because it still hasn't came out and it's still brand new to everybody, right? So it says here battles will occur when you stop on battle spaces. So it's like a little chess map where you move around, and you have to move depending on each slot. You guys see a whole bunch of slots. If you move to the, you have to strategize yourself, right? So if you move to the left, you get some HP buffs. Then you're gonna move forward because there's gonna be characters coming to attack you, AIs to attack you. So those AIs are gonna come to attack you, and then you pretty much gotta beat them to get to the boss, which is all the way on top. So you gotta strategize how you place your characters, not only on your main screen, but how you move around the chess map as well, which is really cool. So plays completely different, I know, and I'm actually quite excited for it because personally I'm not a fan of the current PvE side of everything with the AI. So this actually seems quite fun, guys. So let's keep on reading here. You can restore health on event spaces, so pick up the route. Pick the route carefully when you're traveling through the map. Like I just said, like some maps, some little circles that you see here, if you decide to go all the way to the right, you might get HP buffs. Left, maybe blast damage, right? So if you lose a battle, you will be sent back 2 spaces, but the event for the space you land on will not activate. So pretty much if you lose the battle, you get sent back 2 spaces, and then if you land on HP, that won't be activated because you lost, right? So however, your health will still be restored a little bit, right? So stay strong and keep moving your way towards. So that's really interesting. I love how they have like the chess map. Now there's a lot to dissect here, but we're not going to go too much into detail because we're not quite sure what everything is just yet. But now we have this right here, guys. So right here is play 6 characters anywhere in the 3x3 spaces, which is 9 spaces that you see here. And then it says characters have special abilities in the Tournament of Power mode. So certain characters do some certain abilities, right? Some abilities activate on some certain squares, completely different from regular battle. Certain characters are set as battle bonus characters that can buff your party. Boost characters will be set each season based on usage rates. So we make sure to train up variety of characters. So maybe you want to train up some Android characters. Maybe you want to train up some region characters, some powerful pony characters. Maybe you want to train some Saiyans, hybrids, future, whatever the case may be. It's just like, you know, God key. It depends like on the certain amount of seasons. So this is going to be like a season, like kind of like PvP, but PvE style in a brand new game mode, which I'm really excited for. So it goes on right here. Pretty much this is the full layout map. You make your team all the way to the left, which is the 9 3x3 square space, and then you carefully move around the chess map. And then once once you land on a character, on AI, you prepare to battle that AI. Now that AI, once you get into battle, which I'll discuss in just one bit, which actually we'll discuss right now. So once you get into battle, guys, it's going to be automated. It's going to be absolutely automated. So you have to set up yourself. It's kind of like a knowledge game chess, setting yourself up for victory type before the battle. So this is going to be a chess style, an automatic turn-based system game mode. So I'm really, really excited for this. Like I said, I was never a fan of the original PvE style, besides the story mode, because the story mode is the story in general. But besides that, I was never really having a blast. So this seems quite fun, guys. I'm actually quite excited for this, especially because we get good rewards as well, and I'll break that down in just one bit. But right here it says battle start when you stop on the battle spaces. So the battle starts when you stop on one of the battle spaces to face the enemies. Like I said, battles take place via automatic turn-based system. So it's going to be automatic. So make sure you guys set up your characters and your guys' abilities and move around the chess map correctly, so you guys have the better chance to win this automated game mode right here. Yeah, like I said, there's so much stuff on this screen that I don't know yet, but I don't want to discuss too much about it. I'm just discussing what I know. So it goes on to say there are bonus battle effects on characters you place for each stage. So creating a party based on positioning and abilities is crucial for victory. So like I just said, so yeah, guys, there is a lot to go over here, like I've mentioned before. And then this is the final thing right here. So ranking complete against other players each season in a form similar to the rating matches we know of now. So you're going to be battling other people's teams. It's just going to be their AI, kind of like a pseudo PvP, kind of like I mentioned on my previous video. And I did guess this was going to be the case, a kind of a more knowledge strategy-based game mode. So I'm quite excited for this as well. So points will be awarded based on the path you take and actions in battle. So that's interesting. So the points and everything will be based on how you approach the battle. And the amount of points earned will determine your ranking, obviously. There will be an overall ranking and a league ranking where you can earn rewards like Chrono Crystals, depending on your positions for them. And also exclusive missions will be added. So, yes, all of this seems great. And the new BROLY does come out tonight, guys. Hopefully I was able to break it down to somewhat of your knowledge, to give you guys knowledge. So if you guys did enjoy the video, like I said, a thumbs up would always be greatly appreciated. Also consider subscribing, because I put in work in and out to try to pretty much keep you guys informed with everything Dragon Ball Legends. But you know I'm going to cover the new character tonight in the leaks before the character actually comes out. So make sure you guys turn on those post notifications and stuff like that. And I'm going to cover the new game mode and everything else Dragon Ball Legends. And I'll definitely catch you guys in a few hours for the next video. Catch you guys in a few hours. Peace.